So finished another weekend teaching here at Nash Community College, and looks like it was just in time because it is raining out here. Might be able to see the rain a little bit better over there. Kind of crazy because blue skies, and rain. That's the North Carolina weather for you. So today I want to talk a little bit about teaching and kind of what I've learned and thinking about the students. I always enjoy teaching, but I always look at it as a two-way experience. I'm teaching, but I'm also trying to learn and trying to remember what it's like to be learning and put myself in their positions and realize that, I've been doing this for a while. I hope I'm fairly proficient at what I'm doing, and I take a lot for granted as far as riding the motorcycle and the skills and the comfort. And I have to remember some of these people have never been on a motorcycle, and they experience different levels of comfort, and they're doing turns and they feel like the bike's going to fall over, and I say just have the confidence and do this. And it's easy to say because I've been doing it a while and I know that, and I have to remember that they're not there yet, and they have to practice a little bit more and get that proficiency to get that comfort, and that they will get there. And along with teaching, one of the things that really helps me teach on the weekends is when my son is with me and he's helping. He is a tremendous help, and he's hit his stride these past couple classes we've taught. And today, or this weekend particularly, I would talk to the students, wrap up an exercise, and be ready to wait for him to finish up. I'd look out and the range would all be set up, ready to go. He's already back, and just that he has that proficiency now that it took a little while for him to build up to. And I remember teaching him and training him as we were going along, and at first, it was almost double work for me, because during exercises I would go out with him and he would come with me, and we'd set the cones up and talk about how to read the range exercise and know where to place the cones and what colors, and so much to learn. And he would be with me, so I'd have to take a little bit of extra time to explain that to him, and why this goes here, or why we say things to students, or why we don't say certain things to students, why we set range exercises up like we do. And then on top of all that, I teach at multiple places, and every place was different. I know 2 places were the same. So he had to grasp that part of it as well. He was there with me and doing stuff, and he was doing good. And like I said, though, I felt at that time, I'm kind of doing 2 things, because I have to take care of my motorcycle students. They're always the first, and I try to be efficient and timely for them, and my son, and I have to take a little extra time between exercises to help him come along. And he learned quickly and picked up quickly. But the other part of that I have to remember, when you're training somebody, is remember what the ultimate objective is, right? It's at the end for his job. The end goal is to have the range set up like we want it to be set up. I do it one way, and in my mind, I try to find the most efficient route, and I still am working on it. I haven't come up with the most efficient route to pick up the number of cones I need and walk the shortest path in the range out there to come back and do that. And I've been working on that, and I still struggle with that. He's got his way to set up the range, and it's not my way. And sometimes I'm like, just do it this way. It's going to be easier. Well, that's easier for me, not necessarily for him. And I have to stop and remember that. Again, it's not how we get it done, it's what we get done. At the end, the range needs to be set up. And at the end, if that's done, we've met our goal. And so, I have to separate that. But, he's come along. He still has his way. It's a little bit different than my way, but my way is definitely not better. Is one of the sayings we have is, it's a way to do it. It's not necessarily the right way, not necessarily the best way. It's a way to do it. With a lot of things, there are a lot of different ways to get things done. So ultimately, he is where he needs to be now. In fact, he's excelling at what he's doing. He has hit his stride, like I said today, this weekend, so many times. I would be wrapping up, and in the past, it seems like he's just finishing up and coming off the range, and it's set up perfectly, just what we need out there. And he's back at the side of the range doing what he's doing, encouraging the students and just keeping his positive attitude. So anyway, I think for me, that's one of my greatest joys in teaching is being able to pass that knowledge on and have somebody consume it and use it. But then also for me to learn from that and take their experiences and learn and be able to apply that in the future. So that's what I have for you tonight. Looks like a break in the rain again. It's North Carolina weather. This is the way it works. We'll see if we get rained on the way home, but I see some pretty blue skies over there, and I'm looking forward to driving in there. I think I'm going to wrap this up so I can get to the car before I get dumped on again. So anyway, have a great evening. I'm going to head home, and I'm going to have a great evening. I'll talk to you tomorrow.